Mario, Mario, Mario. There were so many Mario games, it was like an infestation. But what about Luigi? Nobody cared about him. He got shoved to the sideline while his brother enjoyed all the fame. But then came Mario's Missing, the first game to star Luigi. He wasn't good enough to make it into the title, but hey, when this came out, I thought, that sounds like a great idea. But no, it would only further cement the character into an eternal waste. The first thing that happens, we see Mario get a bag thrown over his head. How does he get inside the bag? Is there a hole in the bottom? Why can't he get out? It begs an explanation. Anyway, it's up to Luigi to save him. He comes out riding on Yoshi. Now it's pretty obvious the graphics are ripped right from Super Mario World, and for the 8-bit NES, it looks quite good, but that only gives you the false impression that this game may be decent. The castle part only serves as a backdrop which takes you to the main game. The main game is walking around a boring-ass town talking to people who don't even look like they belong in a Mario game or a Luigi game. They tell you all about Liberty Island, and that's when it occurs to you, you're playing an educational game.
It's educational? I don't want to be educated. I want to rot my brain. This is Luigi's first game and this is what he gets?
What a piece of shit. The whole concept is that the Koopa Troopas have stolen objects from famous landmarks and you gotta get them back. The Koopa Troopas can't even hurt you. Now, come on. Come on! You jump on them and collect a money bag. That's it. But it's not a money bag even though it has a fucking dollar symbol. Instead, it's a bag that contains a stolen object. So you gotta find out which famous landmark it belongs to. You know, what's Luigi doing anyway? Isn't he supposed to be rescuing Mario? Why is he in New York City trying to find landmarks? And what do you think that is? Looks like the Empire State Building being gripped by King Kong. Of course, the same ape that was able to climb the building is now big enough to close his hand around it. What's this say? Koopas seem to have gotten clean away with King Kong? Are you telling me you're supposed to return King Kong to the Empire State Building? This blows my mind on so many levels. First of all, how did the Koopas capture King Kong? Second, why is New York City concerned that King Kong was stolen from the Empire State Building? Remember when the planes were trying to shoot him down? Isn't it pretty clear they want Kong off the building? Third, if this is supposed to be an educational game teaching us things that belong to New York City, why in the holy mother of fuck did they choose a giant ape that doesn't even exist? Fourth, the bag. Okay, King Kong is like 50 feet tall or something, but in this game they made him out to be like 1,500 feet. How big is he exactly? Well, if bigger than the Empire State Building isn't a good enough analogy, then let's just say a lot bigger than that fucking bag! And fifth, I can't grasp the concept that King Kong is in a Mario game, the same character that was the direct inspiration for Donkey Kong, who also appeared in games with the Mario character. Are we running into some kind of paradox here or what? There's sort of like a help desk where you're supposed to return the object or the landmark or whatever, but the lady at the window won't talk to you unless you call Yoshi to come and give you an extra boost. Okay, so are you telling me that the reason that stupid bitch won't talk to you at first is because Luigi is too short to reach the window? For fuck's sake, he can jump higher than this shitting thing. How stupid do they think we are? Use Yoshi to reach the help desk. Well, how about use my greasy Italian plumber cock to whack you across the fucking face? The control is broken beyond belief, and you'd think, how could they fuck up the control on a Mario game? Well, for the most part it's fine, but sometimes when you go to a new screen it gets stuck for a second. God, move! Move! Ugh! God, what a shitload of fuck! You know what took me a real long time to figure out? How to go up the road. You have to be standing right on the dotted line. If you're just a few pixels off, nothing happens. In contrast, take a look at the Super Nintendo version. It's pretty much the same game, just with better graphics. But here, when you try to go up the road, all you get is the sound of cars blaring their horns. Who the hell's honking at me? Are the cars invisible? Well anyway, the spot you're supposed to stand is the complete opposite. It's the sidewalk. I guess they were trying to be more realistic with this one. If there's one thing it teaches kids, it's not to walk down the middle of the road. But check it out, now we're in for some fuck. This is Mario's Time Machine. Judging from the title, you'd think it'd be awesome. Imagine Mario going back in time, kind of like Turtles in Time. I mean, no. Let's not even compare that. This is another educational game, and I put that in quotes because it's barely educational and barely a game. How can you call it a game when you can't even die? The idea is to find different objects and return them to their appropriate time period. To find these objects, you walk around a museum, go in a random door, and fight Koopa Troopas in the style of the classic Mario Bros. Arcade. Once you kill them all, the object appears. So once you get the object, you take it to the time machine, conveniently built out of pipes. Choose the time period, and you're on your way. But once you get here and find out you've chosen the wrong time, guess what? You gotta go back and fight the Koopas again. Man, does this become boring. It's one thing to make a shitty Mario game, but when you make the original Mario Brothers seem shitty, that's quite an accomplishment. So right off the bat, you have to associate an object with a year in history. If you go to the time period, you find clues amongst clocks and hourglasses. Wouldn't it make more sense if they gave you the clues before you went to the time period, not the other way around? The next thing you have to do is place the object in a specific spot. The object I have is an apple, the clues are talking about Isaac Newton, and there's a tree. Didn't Newton come up with his theory of gravity from an apple dropping from a tree? Makes sense, so I release the apple, I'm told it's the wrong location, and a bird comes and takes the apple away. So you know what I gotta do now? Go back to the fucking Koopas! But I don't even know what I did wrong. Should I have stood on top of the tree, or was I in the wrong time period altogether? You'll never know unless you run all around the game like a fucking asshole. I'd hate to say it, but there's also a Super Nintendo version. I guess we better take a quick look. Here it lets you pick the object right as the game starts. Then the time machine comes down. But unlike the NES version where you have different dates to choose from, here you have to pick a location, then manually put in a year and BC or AD, so there's only so many possible combinations you can get right. If it's a time and place that's not in the game, you won't find out until first you go surfing. Yeah, this takes the place of the whole Koopa section, but it's even more redundant. What you have to do here is collect 10 mushrooms and then go in a whirlpool, but the mushrooms are so small and you can barely tell them apart from these other things that look like sea urchins. And the sea urchins take your mushrooms away. And worse, there's a fucking time limit. If the time runs out, you gotta do it again. And how ironic is that there's a time limit to go back in time? Then you get to the time period, check out some clues, answer some questions, and more clues and questions, and oh, fuck. Just trust me, it's not too exciting.
You know what? Educate me. Please educate me. Because I'm going through sensory deprivation. I'm so fucking bored, I'd rather go back to school than play this shit. I'm aware that there's lots of other Mario educational games, many which were for PC, but these two on the NES and Super NES lead you to believe that they may be good. They're on the same platform which brought us all the great Mario classics. They feature the same graphics as Super Mario World, and the titles don't even sound educational. They could have been called Mario's Geography and Mario's History Lesson. But educational or not, these games are horrible abominations of space and time that give insult to the very fabric of nature itself. In other words, they suck.
In the early 1990s, Super Mario World became an instant hit with gamers, so Nintendo in turn made 2 more Mario titles. No! But instead of making another fun side-scrolling adventure game, they made 2 shitty educational games. And these were called Mario's Time Machine and Mario's Missing. Now I only have time to review one of these games, so which one should I choose? Now I'm sure that reviewing either of these games will affect the outcome of my day, so I should probably choose wisely. Well, I guess I'll review Mario is Missing. Okay, so the story is Mario's been kidnapped. So for this game, you'll be playing as Luigi. Now picking any of these doors in the main area will transport you to a different city around the world. And you'll quickly learn by talking to the townspeople that these cities are being overrun by Koopa Turtles. Hey, there's another one. Hey, what the hell? Did I just walk right through them? What kind of bullshit game is this? Sure, you can bash their brains in all you want, but they won't be able to do a damn thing about it. So wait a minute, this game pretty much gives you diplomatic immunity. Sweet! Hey, maybe I can get away with pissing on public property too. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Okay, so after picking up an item a Koopa Turtle has dropped, it's then time to take it over to an information booth. Now what I find odd at this point is that the receptionist doesn't take the item back right away. Instead, she'll just sit there and ask you a bunch of questions. Hey, what the hell do you think this is, lady? The Spanish Inquisition? Just take back the damn item already. God, this game sucks.
I didn't know.
Should just pick the other game. Now I only have time to review one of these games, so which one should I choose? Now I'm sure that reviewing either of these games will affect the outcome of my day, so I should probably choose wisely. Well, I guess I'll review Mario's Time Machine. In this game, you take control of Mario, and in the first area, Mario has a choice of picking from any of these 7 doors. After picking one, you'll then enter into an area that's a classic throwback to the first Mario Bros. Game. So after defeating all 3 turtles, and picking up the item they leave behind, it's time to head over to your time machine and figure out which time period the item belongs to. So since we picked up a torch, odds are it came from ancient Greece. In each time period, your mission objective is to return the item from the area it was stolen. And figuring this out should be pretty simple. I mean torch stand, yeah, that's a no-brainer. So after you've successfully returned the item, the day is saved. Now you return back to the first area to pick another door, and fight off another set of turtles. Oh boy, another set? Ugh, this is gonna be a long game. So after you've defeated this set of turtles, they now drop an apple. So this probably belongs to the time of Sir Isaac Newton. At the end of this level, we come to a huge tree. So the only thing left to do now is to drop off the item. Wrong location? Son of a bitch! Ugh, and now the game bitch slaps you by having a little bird fly across the screen to take the item away from you. What a dick! Now you have no choice but to head back to your time machine, re-enter the same door, kill 3 more turtles, grab the dropped item, hop your happy ass back into the time machine, return to the level, and head back to the tree. Whew! I thought this game was supposed to be fun. Yeah, I'm having a real party over here. So where exactly am I supposed to put this stupid apple? They don't really want me to put it in the tree, do they? Oh, you motherfuckers! I hate this game! After completing a room, Mario will then place bricks in front of the door. Now it's time to enter through another door, and you guessed it, kill off more of these stupid turtles. But now, they'll start dropping items that are hard to figure out which time period they come from. Like the steering wheel, for instance. Now where's this go? Well, I guess we'll try 1602. Okay, so drop it here and, ah, damn it! And here comes that stupid bird again! Well, you little shit! I got a bird of my own for ya! Oh, you're playing a Mario game. You mind if I watch? Ronnie, I don't have time for your crap today. Get the hell out of here! Oy vey, what a grouch! So once Luigi returns all 3 stolen items and Mario is missing, it's now time to get the hell out of here. So after returning back to the main area and picking another door, you'll arrive in a brand new city.
I didn't know.
And your long and boring search for 3 more items will begin all over again. Well, you lucky bastard. Now this game has a total of 14 boring as shit levels to explore. So if you manage not to hang yourself by the end of this game, then consider yourself a winner. Oh, you're playing a Mario game. You mind if I watch? Well, if you don't mind being bored to tears, be my guest. Oh, this is great. So after completing all the levels, we then arrive at the last boss of the game. And just what the hell is this? A Koopa Bull? He can't even hurt you either. What a joke. So after you defeat this stupid thing, you'll be able to free Mario from his prison, and you'll get a screen that just says, "Thank you?" Oh, come on, this is all I get? You gotta be shitting me. I played this game for over 3 hours. So Mario's missing is a piece of shit. If you mess up at any point in Mario's time machine, you'll be forced to go back and kill more of these stupid damn turtles. After you've killed them off again, they now drop a quill pen. Well, let's try taking this over to Gettysburg. Makes sense, right? Oh, come on, again? Yeah, take that, asshole! So after going back and killing a shitload of more turtles, they now drop a sledgehammer. Hey, now I definitely know where this one goes. In the 1980s, Peter Gabriel did have a hit song called Sledgehammer. So 1989, here we come. Alright, let's see if this works. Well, hot damn, another success! Yeah, brick that shit up, Mario! At last we come to the final door, but before you can enter, you're given a pop quiz on all the information you should have been reading throughout the game. And you did remember to read all this stuff, right? Well shit, me neither. Oh well, we'll just consult the Nintendo Power magazine. So just what is behind this big huge door, you ask? Well, nothing more but tons of more turtles! Holy shit, look at them all! What? Actually, I'm just messing with you. Because the last boss, in fact, is Bowser. And just like every other pathetic enemy in this game, he won't be able to hurt you. So after defeating him, because you will defeat him, you get to free your pal Yoshi. But wait a minute, how the hell did Yoshi get caught in the first place? I thought this bozo was outside waiting for me after dropping me off at the beginning of the game. So what the hell? So Mario's time machine is a piece of shit. Now if you thought the NES version was bad, you ain't seen nothing yet, because they also made a version of Mario's time machine for the Super Nintendo. Again, Mario's given the task of returning items to the past that Bowser has stolen. In the main area, you'll have the option of picking from 5 items, and after picking one, it's then time to consult your history book and activate your time machine. And wait a minute, everything now has to be inputted manually? Holy shit, I'll be here all day! And the worst part is that you just don't go straight to the next level. Oh no. Instead, you'll be transported to a surfing board level. Now what the hell does this have to do with time travel? Jumping gigawatts! Just give me a flux capacitor so I can get the hell out of here. What the hell's that smell? Oh well, I'm sure it's nothing. Now if you thought the NES version was bad, you ain't seen nothing yet, because they also made a version of Mario's Missing for the Super Nintendo. So now we have Mario's Missing for the 16-bit console. And with this version, we get levels that are twice as big. So that can only mean more of this damn walking bullshit. Great. Now you can try to save time by jumping into these pipes, because they do end up warping you around the city. Half the time they'll come in handy by sending you in the direction you're heading, but other times they'll transport you totally out of your way. What the hell? Whoa! Okay, so after you've found one of the 3 missing items, it's time to return it and answer more of the receptionist's stupid questions. Answer them correctly, and she'll take back the stolen item. Answer them wrong, and she'll get all pissy with you. I'll find you, stupid bitch. I'll just keep the stupid item. Hell, I always wanted the Westminster Abbey anyway.
And Pig lived alligator moment.
So after answering correctly, she'll take the item from you, and the building will be open for business. Do this in all 3 locations, and you'll finish out the level. What the hell's that smell? Huh, smells like a gas leak. I'll go fix it. Oh, well thanks, Ronnie. Boy, it's a good thing he was here. Once you finish out a level and Mario's missing, it's then on to the next city. Just like in the NES version, there are a total of 14 levels to complete. So that means tons of turtle searching, townspeople talking, and pointless question answering. Who painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel? Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, or Splinter? Okay, you know what? That's probably the most amusing thing you'll find in this entire game. But as for everything else, it just seems like walking, walking, and more boring walking. And these clips are sped up by 300%, so imagine this game at normal speed. Well, there you go. I fixed the gas leak for you. Already? Boy, that was quick. Yeah, well, I'm a quick worker. Wow, well thanks, Ronnie. You probably saved my life. Yeah, I know. Just wait till you get my bill. What? So after arriving at your time period in Mario's time machine, it's time to talk to the local townspeople. Because in order to advance in the level, you're required to fill in the blanks of your history book first. Now in any other game, you'd have the option to pick the answer from 4 different choices. Not 400. Holy shit! And there's really no reason for this. So after filling out this stupid book, it's time to take the item to its rightful owner, and your job here will be complete. But if you try returning the item before the history book is filled out, they'll tell you to piss off. Well, same to you, Sir Isaac, asshole! Who knew that Sir Isaac Newton was such a dick? Where the hell's that smell coming from? Now Mario's Time Machine has a total of 15 boring levels to play through. And if you can stay awake long enough to reach the last boss, you'll receive one of 2 different endings. If you finish the stages in the correct order, you'll send Bowser back to the Stone Age and watch him as he gets flattened by a dinosaur's foot, Monty Python style. But if you complete these stages out of order, you still get to send Bowser back to the Stone Age. But this time, there is no dinosaur foot. Oh, well that's just great. You know what's worse than playing a boring-ass game for over 4 hours? Playing a boring-ass game for over 4 hours and finding out you got the shittier ending! Well, I guess the only thing left to do now is to burn this piece of shit out of existence. Throughout the game Mario is missing, Luigi travels to places like China, Paris, Australia, and even through the streets of Mexico City. Hey, what's this guy want? Give me your wallet! Those damn banditos! So after completing all the levels in this game, you'll finally be able to release Mario from his prison.
I didn't know.
And it's about damn time, too. I'm not even sure why the hell Luigi had to travel around the world in the first place.
Check out the enclosed instruction book.
In fact, they could have just called this game National Lampoon's Luigi's Vacation, and nobody would really be the wiser. Boy, that looks fun. I would love to travel to all those places. Yeah, I'd definitely second that. Oh yeah? Well then let's go! Oh, really? This'll be great! Alright!